Yo, what's good, gang? It's your boy BMSL back in the building with another one, aka A Breezy, aka Ghost, back in here with a great topic for you guys. And the topic today is by the PI, the greatest of all time, the GOAT, Russell Anderson, aka his @name on Twitter is Oganewski. And I keep saying Twitter, it's X, formerly known as Twitter. And the topic today is going to be man hires investigator to check out suspicious wife's behavior. And before we actually get into it, guys, I kind of already know how this is going to go. I have an idea. This is my first time reading through it, guys, but I want you guys to really lock in and pay attention because you guys know I advocate for men to make the best decisions for themselves. I want you to make the best decision for yourself because out here, we grew up a certain way. We grew up with certain values and certain traditional beliefs. I'm not saying trade all that in like I did. What I am saying is take a look at what's happening. And I'm going to show you here. Let's continue, guys. Let's read. Let's take a look at this statement right here. This post. Private investigator Russ here. Okay. Man hires investigator to check up on suspicious wife's behavior. I did a consultation with a man who was somewhat hesitant to engage my services. He thought he was being paranoid, and whenever he questioned his wife about suspicious behavior, she made him feel like he was insecure. Oh, first mistake. You know what? Let me just continue to read, guys. Let me just continue to read. So, he finally hired me to check up on her behavior and see if we could find anything suspicious. It did not take very long at all. So he basically already said that, yo, like, yeah, she getting her cheeks beat, and the dude that was beating her cheeks is busting all in them guts, all in them. All right, let me continue. Let me continue, bro. Let me continue. We initially thought she was going to step outside the marriage. No, we initially thought that if she was going to step outside the marriage, it would be during an upcoming business trip where he would be out of town for 3 days. That turned out not to be the case. Less than 72 hours after he hired us, we got the money shot, pun intended. Well, one of my investigators was telling the wife she noticed odd behavior and immediately called me while keeping the subject under surveillance. Excuse me, guys. She informed me that the subject went to her normally weekly lunch meeting with some of her friends and associates with this deviation. She parked her car where she normally does, but instead of going to the luncheon, she was picked up by another individual in a dark SUV. They traveled a short distance to a parking garage and remained in the vehicle. Yo, fellas, this is real. This is happening. Pay attention, fellas. Pay attention. Let's continue. It says this by itself would not give definitive proof of infidelity. However, we were able to sneak up on the vehicle and obtain footage through the front windshield. We could tell by the movement of the vehicle that they would probably be distracted, which they were. Later that evening, I was informed the client about our findings, and even though he was upset, he wanted us to figure out how they're communicating because he had been monitoring her cell phones with no results. They were actually using a very simple electronic dead drop. The way it works is an email account is set up without any connection to either of their cell phones. They were each given a password and login credentials for that email address. Emails are exchanged back and forth, meeting times and dates are set up and confirmed. For what we were able to piece together, they began using this technique after he found some suspicious text messages that appear to have had several parts of the conversation deleted based on context. Oh, ninja. Ninja. So she was already, if I'm looking at this from the outside looking in, which I am, right? It sounds like she set up herself to be found out. It sounds like she really didn't actually give a fuck if he found out or not. And it seems like she wanted the relationship to end, or not end, but she wanted him to find out so that way he could what? Get jealous? And these are the games that they play as well, fellas, because I've seen this happen before to the homie. Rest in peace to his soul. Right before the homie died, fellas, he He called me about 6 to 8 months before he passed away. He said, oh, I think my girl's cheating on me. I think she's doing things with another guy. I can't really control her. I don't know what to do. I told him he needed to leave that hoe. Did he listen to me? No, he did not. 8 months later, he passed away. You know, it is what it is, but a lot of men kill themselves and they run themselves through the mud because things like this are happening. Okay? Let's continue. Takeaways. In many cases, women are much better at cheating than men because they hide their cheating with the framework of their regularly scheduled activities. Once again, this woman's co-workers backed her up to keep the husband in the dark. 3, I bet some of these co-workers had skeletons in their closet as well because women tend to work cooperatively when they're doing dirt. She has my secrets, I have hers, so everyone remains silent. Think of it as a version of mutually assured destruction. Men, if you are suspicious of your significant other or wife, do not voice those suspicions after looking for evidence. If you voice those suspicions, they will gather details about what you're suspicious of and change tactics, making it more difficult for you to detect their deception. And he also says, the emails remain in the draft file and are never sent. It is actually a very old trick, but effective when used against the uninformed. Man, I've been in a situation like this before, fellas. And as I put a bow in it, I've been in these situations before, and just to give you guys some context, man, when my girl cheated on me and gave me the clap, the whole time her friends knew that she was cheating. The whole time they knew, they supported, they didn't say anything. Some of them were my friends. I'm talking about the dudes. The dudes knew that shorty wasn't feeling me like that. And they still didn't say nothing. They still haven't said anything to me about the situation. A certain somebody still hasn't said anything to me about a certain situation, even though he knew. You know what I mean? And that shit sucked because it's just like, bro, you gonna choose the box over your homie? Like, bro, I never wanted to get to the point to where, like, I'm doing anything for the pussy. The box, excuse me. I don't ever want to get to that point. Because then what if I betray somebody? A brother of mine. A friend of mine. Like, I understand, like, ninjas is weak for the punani, but god damn, you knew my bitch was cheating on me and you still said nothing. Like, it happens to all of us, bro. You feel me? I ain't the only one, and I'm not gonna be the last one. That's why I'm focused on leveling up, as you should as well. And I really hate saying leveling up, but I really mean improving your life, bro, because you have so much potential, dog. I got so much potential. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna keep doing these videos year after year, month after month, like I'm fucking thirsty, like I need some water. I'm gonna end this video, man, because I'm gonna just keep talking for forever. I can just go on for forever, man. I don't want to go off on a tangent at all, but if you guys got value from the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Yo, shout out to Russell Anderson, Oganuski. Follow him. Actually post him right up here so that way you guys can see him. I'm gonna post it at the beginning and at the end. If you guys got value from him, he posts these stories like this all the time, bro. Like, so tap in with him, and I appreciate you. Let him know who sent you, okay? Peace.